think about learning and how you go about really driving empathy in the organization, I think the first thing you have to do is you've got to give people permission to suspend judgment. And that means just kind of take a lead from any preconceived notions that you have and allow people to embrace this notion of vulnerability, creating that safe space where they can actively listen to where the other person is coming from. And that starts to shift perception. One of the most effective ways you can do this as a learning professional is to introduce, coaching, very intentional training around that embraces simulation, give people the opportunity to truly be able to experience what that other person may be going through, and that will help to shift that paradigm.
We have a tendency to try to boil the ocean and build these, long ROI models. And by the way, I do it because it's important. But right now, in the efforts to respond to, infection control, employee engagement, burnout, and so forth, giving leaders tools, emotional intelligence tools, we've been really focusing on these 1 or 2 learning objectives over small periods of time. And we use video. We even have small micro learning modules that are very short in online learning.
We had to downsize, reduce the workforce by thousands. Mind you, this is not even the biggest company here in New Zealand. How were we going to go about doing that? And how we went about doing that was begin with the end in mind. The end in mind was, how do we create the most soft landing for our people on the other side of this workforce reduction? And because I strongly believe learning should be a strategic asset, not just an afterthought. And all too often learning is an afterthought. But the only way, I think, to make a learning a strategic asset to a company is, or a business or organization, is that they recognize at the highest levels that you're a strategic asset to continue to move the company or organization ahead.